Well, new year, new you, and it's a very good opportunity to get your busy days back in order and with a fresh start. A recent survey found that nearly 50% of people are feeling overwhelmed by their to-do lists, leading to lower productivity and increased stress levels. So for a few of her to-dos, we're joined by learning and wellness strategist Joanne Dominico. Joanne, thank you so much for joining us. I think it's so important to be talking about this because I have an app that's a to-do list, and even with that, I can't get it all done in a day. So you've got some great tips for how we can kind of prioritize and make it less overwhelming. What's your first tip?
My first tip is to really think about, we have all these items on our list. How do we decide what we work on first? So I love the idea of using something called the Eisenhower matrix or the urgent important matrix. So what you do is you take a look at all the things you have on your list and you decide which of the 4 quadrants they belong in. Number 1, is it urgent and important? If so, this is something we need to do right away.
Right.
Number 2, if it is not urgent but important, then we probably need to schedule it so we can get it done quite quickly. And then number 3, if it's not urgent but important, then maybe we can delegate that and have someone else take that on for us. And then lastly, if it's not urgent and not important, perhaps we can just discard that from our list altogether. So this allows you to at least have a starting point instead of just this long list of all these things you have to do. Which one is the most important and which one can maybe wait or not be done at all?
Yeah, and sometimes I'm more of a visual person. Like instead of putting it in my phone, I'll just write a list, but that'll be like my shopping list mixed with what I need to do in a day, and it just becomes really messy. So I like this idea of separating them into this Eisenhower matrix.
Yes.
Is that what you call it?
Yes.
Very fancy name, very like Oppenheimer. Okay, next up, I like this idea of also theming your days. Explain what you mean by that.
Well, we're such busy people. We have a lot to juggle, and oftentimes we don't realize how much mental energy we're expending trying to do different tasks and switching back and forth. So I love the idea of theming your days and having days that are sort of designated for specific things. For example, I love to do my meal planning, meal prepping, groceries all on a Sunday. I feel like I've got a head start to the week, and then perhaps laundry's another day, and then I try to have Fridays for admin. It doesn't always work because sometimes meetings get thrown in, but sometimes this can be quite helpful. Do you theme your days at all?
You know what? I theme my workouts. I try to. Like, okay, Monday's a leg day, Wednesday's like back and chest, and then Friday is whatever, abs and, you know, shoulders and arms or something like that. So I think that can be applied to, I think I'm going to adopt this idea because I actually think you do get a better sense of, okay, what do I need to do? And having that structure and predictability can help you going forward.
Sure.
And Joanne, let's talk about this 2-minute rule.
Yes.
I like it. It's like it could apply to many things.
Yes, this is one of my favorites.
Wasn't there a song called 2-Minute Man? Okay, we won't go there.
We won't go there. But this is one of my favorites because sometimes we're putting so many things on our list and we don't realize that some of these things may only take 2 minutes or less. So if you notice that, just get it done right away, whether that's responding to a quick email or putting away some things. Don't even bother cluttering up your to-do list. Just get them done. Free up your mental space to focus on the bigger tasks that you have on your to-do list.
So for example, you see an email, you can knock it off. Don't be like, oh, this is annoying, I'm going to put it off. Just do it. Eat the frog,
Eat the frog, although it is so satisfactory to check things off when you're done. So.
It is, yeah. Checking things off the to-do list is amazing. Joanne, thanks so much for joining us. Really helpful tips. If people want more information from you, where can they find you?
They can check out my website, studywithjoanne.com, or follow me on Instagram at studywithjoanne.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you as well.
Happy New Year.